Welcome, children. Welcome to today's class. Bassanio. I thank you, madam. Give welcome to my friend. This is the man. This is Antonio, to whom I am so infinitely bound. Bassanio thanks Portia because Portia welcomes Antonio to the house. So he thanks on behalf of his friend and he says, he is my friend, please welcome. And this is the man, he is the man, he is Antonio, to whom I am so infinitely bound. Bound is actually generally used the word uh, for a prisoner who is bound by chain. Even like a dog is you bind it by a chain, isn't it? Just like that. Here, infinitely bound, he means that he has signed a terrible bond. Okay, has signed a terrible bond. Portia, you should in all sense be much bound to him. You should in all aspects, be grateful to him. To him refers to Antonio. Who should be grateful? Bassanio should be grateful. Here you have to see the difference. Grateful, grateful, and not great, great. Okay, these two are different. That you have to keep in mind. For as I hear, he was much bound for you. I have heard that he has signed a bond, a terrible bond, and risked on behalf of you. Do you also agree that Antonio has signed a very terrible bond for the sake of Bassanio? Antonio, no more than I am well. No, it's not a terrible bond because I am free now. So I don't no longer consider it as a terrible one. I'm completely free from the bond. And I'm repaid for Bassanio's love and Portia's gratitude. He feels like that. This word acquitted of has two meanings. Portia, sir, you are very welcome to our house. Sir, you are welcome to our house. Most welcome. It must appear in other ways than words. Therefore, I scan this breathing courtesy. She says that I must show how you are welcome to this house, not by words, in deeds. I should cut short this breathing courtesy, most polite words. Just verbal welcome is not enough, she says. In actions also I should show. Like, for example, some guest comes to your house. You are very polite in your words. You use all the best words to welcome him. But to actions, you are least bothered. Suppose he or she has come to be with you for one day. You have your breakfast, you don't give that person. You have your lunch, you're not bothered. You say, oh, okay, the lunch is there. You can go and take it in the kitchen. They don't know where the water is in your house. They say, okay, the water is there, you go and take it. You have shown your welcome only in this one, what you call words. You have not shown welcome in your deeds, in your actions. So that difference she wants to show. She says, no, not only in words I want to show welcome, I also want to show in deeds, in actions also. Gratiano to Nerissa. By yonder moon, I swear you do me wrong. In faith, I gave it to the judge's clerk. Now, meantime, when these people are talking, there the fight has already started between Gratiano and Nerissa. Can you guess what is the fight? The fight is for the ring. Gratiano says to Nerissa, by yonder moon, by the moon above, I swear, you do me wrong. You have not, you have misjudged me. Why? In faith, I gave it to the judge's clerk. I have given it to the judge's clerk. What he has given to the judge's clerk? He has given the ring to the judge's clerk. Do you remember the ring which was given during the time of marriage by Portia to Bassanio and by Nerissa to Gratiano? Later, once the case was settled in Venice, Gratiano gave the ring as a token of gratitude to Nerissa, and Bassanio gave it to Portia. Now, here Nerissa, maybe she has already asked him, where is the ring? He is unable to produce, isn't it? Because he doesn't have. So he says, you have misunderstood me. I have given the ring to judge's clerk. Would he were dead that had it. For my part, since you do take it, love, so much to heart, I wish he were dead. Who were dead? The one who has taken the ring, that had it. The one who has taken the ring, that I wish that person should be dead. For my part, as far as I am concerned, since you do take it, since, my dear, you take this matter so much to your heart, that's why I wish that that person should be dead who has taken the ring. Portia, a quarrel? Oh, already, what's the matter? She pretends as though she doesn't know anything. She says, what is this? Already you people are quarreling. What happened? Gratiano, about a hoop of gold, a paltry ring, that she did give me, whose posy was, for all the world like cutler's poetry upon a knife, love me and leave me not. He says that the quarrel is about a ring of gold, a paltry ring, a small value, the ring of very less value, that she did give me. She refers to Nerissa, gave me refers to Gratiano. Whose posy was? Posy means inscription. Something is carved on the ring. For all the world like cutler's poetry upon a knife, love me and leave me not. For all the world like cutler's poetry, the verses engraved on the knife. Cutlers, the cutlery, knife and spoon and everything. They had the, on the knife and all, that one who prepared that knife, he used to write some verses, some lines. You see, these days, anything, whatever we buy outside, the company has a stamp on it, isn't it? In the same way, in those days, when these people used to prepare the knife or spoon or anything, they used to write some like their own quotation or something would be written on that. And here he says, "Love me and leave me not." And here, as it is engraved on the knife, the same way, there was some verses written on the ring also. As it is written on the knife, love me and leave me not. In the same way, something was written. Nerissa, what talk you of the posy or the value? Are you speaking about the posy? Posy is the inscription on the ring, the words which were engraved on the ring. Are you talking about that, or are you talking about the value? Value? The cost of the ring. You swore to me when I did give it to you that you would wear it till your hour of death. You swore to me. You swore to me. You took an oath that time. You promised me that when I gave this ring to you, who says these words? Nerissa says these words. The previous dialogue of Gratiano, you have to learn by heart. Please write learn. Now this dialogue of Nerissa also you have to learn. So she says that you promised me when I gave you this ring that you would wear it till your hour of death. Until unless you don't die, you will wear it. You'll have that ring with you. And that it should lie with you in your grave. And it also will be buried along with you in your grave. Though not for me, yet for your vehement oaths, you should have been respective and have kept it. If not for my sake, she gets angry. She is not really angry. She pretends to be angry then. So she says, if not for my sake, at least for the oath which you took, you should have consideration for the oath which you have taken, at least for that. Gave it to a judge's clerk? No, God's my judge. The clerk will never wear hair on his face that had it. You're saying that you have given to the judge's clerk. For me, God is the only judge, nobody else. The clerk will never wear hair on his face that had it. And I believe, I swear, that the clerk whom you gave the ring will never have hair on his face. Who has hair on his face, on their faces? Men generally, they grow beard, no? That way. So she means to say that the person who has taken the ring is not a man, surely must be a woman. Because a woman will not grow hair on the face. Gratiano, he will. And if he live to be a man, surely he will have hair on his face. If he lives to be a man. If he is a man, surely he will grow hair. Nerissa, if a woman live to be a man, and what about if a woman lives, or if a woman becomes a man? Gratiano, now by this hand, I gave it to a youth, a kind of boy, a little scrubbed boy, no higher than thyself, the judge's clerk, a prating boy that begged it as a fee. I could not for my heart deny it him. Now I swear, by this hand, with this hand, I gave the ring to the young fellow. He was rather a boy, a young fellow, a little scrubbed boy. A little scrubbed boy, undersized, means small in size, not very tall, a little boy, no higher than thyself. He was not taller than you. You refers to Nerissa, the judge's clerk. He was the clerk of the judge. A prating boy that begged it as a fee. He was a very talkative fellow, and he was going on requesting me to give that ring as a fee for the services rendered. I could not for my heart deny it him, and I could not refuse him for the services rendered by them. Portia, you were to blame. I must be plain with you. To part so slightly with your wife's first gift. You should be blamed, Portia says. She interferes between Nerissa and Gratiano. She says that you should be blamed. Why? I must be plain with you. Because, plainly speaking, you should be blamed because you have very easily parted with the ring, your wife's first gift given to you. Very easily you have given it to your friend, given it to the other person. A thing stuck on with oaths upon your finger, and so riveted with faith unto your flesh. a thing stuck on with oaths upon your finger. When the ring was given to Gratiano or Bassanio, here she means to Gratiano, when the ring was given, they took oath, and with oaths the ring was put into that finger, and then, and so riveted with faith unto your flesh. Riveted, it was fastened. You see, mm, some of the vessels and all, when they are to be joined with the handle on, riveting is done. A piece of metal is put and just they rivet it with that. So here the ring is fastened with uh, with oaths, and I gave my love a ring and made him swear never to part with. I gave my love to Bassanio. I gave, and then I told him to swear. He took an oath, never to part with it. Don't part with it, I told him. And here he stands. See, he's standing here. I dare be sworn for him. I'm very confident on behalf of him. On behalf of whom? On behalf of Bassanio. Who is confident? Portia is very confident. She says, I'm very confident on behalf of Bassanio. He would not leave it nor pluck it from his finger. I'm sure that he will not give it nor he will remove it from his finger for the wealth that the world masters. For anything, anything in this world, the riches that the world masters, now give it for the sake of money or anything very important, which the world considers important in this world, you can say. Now in faith, Gratiano, you give your wife too unkind a cost of grief. Now, Gratiano, truly you have given a reason, a proper reason for your wife to behave like that, to be sad. And it were to me, I should be mad at it. And if I had been in her place, I would go mad. Seeing that my husband has parted with the ring which I have given him to as first gift, and also uh, I told him to promise that he will not part with it nor give it to anybody. Bassanio, now he is in a miserable state. He doesn't know how to react. So he moves aside. Why, I were best to cut my left hand off and swear I lost the ring defending it. Oh God, I think the best I can do is cut off my hand, my left hand, and tell that I lost my hand because I was trying to save the ring, defending the ring. That is better than facing Portia. Gratiano. My lord Bassanio gave his ring away unto the judge that begged, and indeed deserved it too. And then the boy, his clerk, that took some pains in writing, he begged mine. And neither man nor master would take aught but the two rings. Now, very coolly, Gratiano says, my lord Bassanio has given his ring to the judge, who requested him like anything, pestered him. Indeed, he deserved too. Really, he deserved it also. Who deserved it? The judge deserved it. The lawyer deserved it. And then the boy, the clerk, his clerk, young fellow, he also took some pain in writing the documents and other things. He requested me to give. So, when he requested, I had to give. In this way, neither man nor master. Neither man. Man refers to Nerissa, the clerk, and master refers to Portia, the lawyer, the judge. They were not ready to take anything except the two rings. Portia, what ring gave you, my lord? My lord, have you given the ring? Not that I hope which you received of me. I don't think you have given the ring which I have given it to you. Because just now she spoke very confidently that I'm very confident he must have not given the ring. Now uh, when she hears these words, she behaves to be surprised, but she knows where the ring is. Bassanio, if I could add a lie unto a fault, I would deny it. But you see, my finger hath not the ring upon it. It is gone. He says, if I could tell a lie to hide my fault, my mistake, I would deny it. I can say like that. But you see, my finger doesn't have the ring upon it. It is gone. I don't have it. Portia, even so void is your false heart of truth. By heaven, I will never be your wife until I see the ring. She says, you're not at all truthful. Your heart is empty. There's no truth in your heart. By heaven, she takes O. She says, I take O that I will never be your wife until unless you don't show me the ring. Nerissa, nor I be yours till I again see mine. Neither I will be your wife till I see the ring. Bassanio, sweet Portia, if you did know to whom I gave the ring, if you did know for whom I gave the ring, and would conceive for what I gave the ring, and how unwillingly I left the ring, when naught would be accepted but the ring, you would abate the strength of your displeasure. Dearest Portia, if only you knew the person to whom I have given the ring. If you did know for whom I gave the ring, to whom, for whom? To whom I gave the ring? I have given the ring to the judge. For whom I gave the ring? For Antonio's sake. If you know to whom I have given, for whom I have given. To whom refers to the judge. For whom? For Antonio's sake. And would conceive for what I gave the ring. And if you know for what purpose I have given the ring. What is the reason behind giving the ring? And how unwillingly I left the king, if I left the ring, and how hesitant I was when I was giving the ring. When naught would be accepted but the ring. And that situation, if you know how unwillingly I gave and nothing else was being accepted except the ring, you would abate the strength of your displeasure. You will surely reduce the, you will not be so angry. Portia, please be silent, children. So this dialogue of Bassanio you must learn. Now, Portia, if you had known the virtue of the ring, she says, if you know the magical power of the ring, or half her worthiness that gave the ring. Now, as he has spoken, gave the ring, gave the ring, gave the ring, she also is trying to uh, end up sentences with the ring here. She says, if you had known the virtue of the ring, the magical power of the ring, if you or half her worthiness that gave the ring, at least half of the worth, the qualities of the person who has given the ring, or your own honor to contain the ring. And it's your duty as an honorable man to preserve the ring. At least if you know your duty as an honorable person, that you should preserve the ring. You would not then have parted with the ring. you would not have parted with the ring. You would have not given the ring at all. What man is there so much unreasonable if you had pleased to have defended it? Any terms of zeal, wanted the modesty to urge the thing held as a ceremony. If you had cared to defend your point of view, how he should defend his point of view, he should have explained to that person. She means that Bassanio should have explained, telling that no, I cannot give this ring because this ring is given by my wife as a first gift, and with this she has transferred and she told me to take promise that I will not give it. Please be silent, don't make any noise. Mute your mics, children. How she was how she was supposed he was supposed to explain to her, the other person, that this ring is important, it's given by my wife, I was asked to promise never to leave it or not to remove it from my finger, all these things. If you had pleased to have defended it with any terms of zeal, wanted the modesty to urge the thing held as a ceremony. She says that you should have explained. Which man would have been lacking manners as to insist on having a thing which you consider it very sacred? If you yourself consider it a sacred thing, the other person surely, if you insist, no, please, I cannot give this because this is given by my wife, it's very important for me, all these things, if you would have told, surely the other man will not have, cannot be so ill mannered. Surely that person will understand. Only a person who doesn't have manners will say, no, whatever it is, I want it. If anybody has manners, surely they will say, okay, okay, I agree, I'm not going to take. But you could not explain and you could not insist on the things properly. Nerissa teaches me what to believe. I'll die for it, but some women had the ring. She says, Nerissa has taught me what I should believe. Now, I'll die for it. But some woman had the ring. If I come to know that if some other woman is having the ring, I'm going to die. That's all. Says, who says so? Portia says. Bassanio. No, by mine honor, madam, by my soul, no woman had it but a civil doctor. He says, no, by my honor, upon my honor and upon my soul, I swear, no woman has that except a civil doctor. Civil doctor, a doctor of law, which did refuse 3,000 ducats of me. Because that fellow, he refused to take 3,000 ducats from me and begged the ring. And he was going on requesting me to give the ring. The which I did deny him. I refused him and suffered him to go displeased away. And I also allowed him to go away unhappy. Even he had held up the very life of my dear friend. He is the one who saved the life of my dear friend. Although he is the person who has saved the life of my friend, still I allowed him to go away when he asked the ring. I refused. What should I say, sweet lady? He says. What can I say to him, sweet lady, dear lady? I was enforced to send it after him. I was compelled to send the ring behind him. I was beset with shame and courtesy. I was overcome with shame and courtesy, with the feeling of shame and courtesy. My honor would not let ingratitude so much besmear it. I was overcome with shame. I felt very ashamed. Oh, that fellow has saved my friend, but I am not able to give him what he is asking. I cannot show so much of ingratitude to him, isn't it? So, My honor would not let ingratitude so much besmear it. I don't want my honor to be stained with such ingratitude. Pardon me, good lady. Good lady, please pardon me, excuse me. For by these blessed candles of the night, these blessed candles of the night, what are candles of the night? The stars which we see in the night sky. Had you been there, if you had been there, I think you would have begged the ring of me to give the worthy doctor. Even if you had been there in that place, if you were present at that time, you also would have requested me to give the ring to the worthy fellow. Who is the worthy fellow? The judge. Portia, let not that doctor ever come near my house, since he hath got the jewel that I love. Let the doctor be away from my house. I don't want him to come here because he is having the jewel which I like the most. What is the jewel? The ring. And that which you did swear to keep for me. And that is the jewel, that is the ring which you promised me that you will keep it with you safely. I will become as liberal as you. I also will become very generous like you. I will not deny him anything I have. If he asks me, the same way if he comes and asks me, I also will give it to him, whatever he wants. So let that fellow not come near my house. Okay, otherwise you will be in trouble. Nerissa to Gratiano, nor I his clerk. Therefore, be well advised how you do leave me to mine own protection. Same way, Nerissa says to Gratiano that nor shall I refuse anything to the clerk. Take care properly. They both warn Bassanio and Gratiano. You people, it's your duty to take care now. How you do leave me to mine own protection. It is your duty to look after us. If they come and ask us anything, we'll give it to them. So it is your duty to take care of our honor. That's all. It's your duty. It's your duty to protect. Don't leave us and go away like that. Antonio, I am the unhappy subject of these quarrels. He feels very sad. He said, oh, I am the reason for all the quarrels. I am the topic behind, I am the cause for the quarrels. He feels very bad. He doesn't know what has happened, isn't it? So he says, I am the reason for the quarrel. And he feels sad. Bye for today.